We are just about to start, and I would like to welcome Mr. Aswandi Aminuddin, who is IMU Senior Digital Media Specialist. Before I pass the microphone on to him, here is a little bit about Mr. Aswandi's background. He and his team are very skillful and experienced in videography and video editing of teaching and learning activities. This workshop is entitled Creating Interactive Micro Video to Increase Knowledge Retention. And I would like to invite Mr. Aswandi to begin the session.
Okay, sorry, I forgot to unmute myself. Okay, thank you very much, Nurul, for the introduction. Just a quick routine check. For the audio, can everyone hear me? Maybe you can. Okay, sure. Okay, now let me share my screen. Okay, can you see my slide as well?
Can.
All right. Okay, shall we start? Okay, hello and very good morning to everybody. How are you? Okay, hope you are all keeping well. Thank you for making time to join the session. I would like to welcome every one of you to this International Learning Resources Festival for the second workshop for today on the topic interactive micro video to increase knowledge retention. My name is Aswandi. I'm from e-learning department, International Medical University. Okay, let me a little bit introduce about me and my team. Me with my team in media production department has been worked on the video production over so many years now, and now recently we are venture into video interactivity. So it is my great pleasure having you all in this sharing session. Okay. Okay. I will advance to the second slide. Okay, this is a slide 2. Looking on the title for today's session, which is creating interactive micro video. Okay, there is more than 2 major processes that we need to cater before we can realize our goal, which is interactive micro video. Okay, maybe from the title itself, maybe I need to chunk into 3 parts, which is interactive micro video. Okay, the chunking would be, first is a video itself. The second one is how we going to strategize our video into micro video method, and the third one is interactivity. Okay, so okay, before that, okay, let me share with you the learning outcome for our today's session. Okay, so the first one, by the end of this session, we can differentiate. Okay, I just mentioned just now. Okay, we have a 3 major process. So by the end of the session, you can differentiate the 3 major process in the making of interactive micro video. All right, namely video production, micro video strategy, and in how we going to put the interaction onto our video using H5P. Okay, the second one, we also can identify the sub processes for each major process. Okay, there is a 3 major process, and we can identify the sub processes for each the 3 major processes that I mentioned just now that are required to develop our interactive micro video. Okay, the third one is the tool. So at least we can identify the suitable, or at least we can have an option to have the tool that are required, which are suitable. Okay. Okay. These are the major processes that I just keep repeating just now. Okay, in the making of interactive micro video. By saying this, video production process, which we need to consider. First of all, for process before we can get the method on how creating a micro video, followed by using specific tool to make our video interact with our audience, making our video content more engaged. Okay, so more experience. I will show you the demo on how we can create an interactivity into our video by using H5P on our last section. Okay, maybe I can share my screen using a Moodle that we use in our our university, International Medical University. All right. So we can proceed to slide 5. Okay. First and foremost, okay, we start with video production. In the case we don't have any video material to create our micro video, okay, or else we can use our existing video and we can do the chunking to become it more bit nugget of the for each of the larger video that we have, okay, and on top of that we can add the activity. But in this case, at least we need to have some prerequisite knowledge on how to create a video itself. Okay. Anyway, this is a general knowledge on how video production conducted. Okay. I'm not going touch base regarding the video production flow since we only have 2 hours for today's session. I will try to steer our session accordingly our topic as much as I can. Okay, because talking about the video production, the micro video, and the H5P interactivity will become a robust. Okay, so in the nutshell, okay, video production development is fundamental for us to proceed with other video type of deliverable for teaching and learning. Anyway, if you are interested in know more regarding video production or any other topic that are crucial in our teaching and learning development, feel free to sign up our IMU micro credential that we're going to launch soon. Okay, I will share a poster on our micro credential at the end of our session. Okay, so in that poster, maybe you can scan to have some Q&A or to enroll. Okay, maybe we do promote on our for each and our every video that we project during our workshop. Right. Okay. As I mentioned just now, this is the basic video production process flow. We will walk through the step, but I will not touch base for each and every detail, just to get an idea on how video production taking place. All right. So, okay, let me recite here. Concept of using video is not new in the e-learning industry. With the drastic changes in online learning over the years, e-learning video has turned out to become the basic of many blended learning content. It possesses the ability to provide a unique learning experience for the learners. Okay, provided in our country, we have a very strong backbone on our internet connection. So why not we exploit that privilege to making a video e-learning content more shareable. Okay. All right. So we start. Okay, in the video production process. Okay, there's a in the previous slide there, as you can see, there's the three key main process, which is pre-production, post-production, and pre-production, the production itself, and the post-production. Okay, so on this slide we start with pre-production, whereby all the process of writing a script, storyboarding, as well as deciding the venue, all is we clarify on this process. I would like to emphasize here also. Okay, I'll take my opportunity here now. Okay, storyboard is the first of the process that we tend to skip actually. Therefore, storyboarding is one of the very crucial part in the making of the video content. So it is like a mutual understanding between the technical crew and the requester, the developer and the requester. Okay, so that the process will get it done once and for all. Despite later on, if we don't have a very concrete storyboard, we are afraid that despite later on, requester might want to add additional content to the video, whereby it will reverse back the cycle from the beginning. So we try our best not to have that one, so that in the storyboarding session is very crucial. Okay. Go to the okay. Yeah, okay. In the pre-production, the scripting is always come first. Okay. The scripting, this process is essential as we help you to structure the video content to ensure the video recording runs smoothly. Okay. It might a form of PowerPoint slide where you might need to insert later in your video. Since in the PowerPoint slide also, by using the PowerPoint slide itself, we can generate it as a video content. Okay, so if we can script it or storyboard it in using a PowerPoint slide, that maybe we can cut the process. So it can be also in the form of Microsoft Word format where you write in the script. Okay. Okay, moving on. After the scripting process is done, we might proceed with the storyboarding process. Okay. Okay, this is a storyboarding process. Oh, let me go back to my script, to my previous page just now. Hold on, maybe I can show you. Maybe I can magnify the sample of the presenter script. Okay. So usually the requester is doing the scripting because they are the what we call a special meta expert. So they know how the content will going through. Okay, so usually the presenter will come up with a script, and from that we can identify on which part need to be chunking. Okay, on which part need to be do the different process. Okay, this is just as you can see, the red font over there actually is instruction during reading the script. If our video have a presenter shooting, okay. So we in the scripting also we do add some instruction on where to smile, where to do the gesture of welcoming, okay, where to pause. Okay, this actually the pause is very beneficial during the editing process. Okay, so here are the sample of the scripting. Okay, so I advance to the storyboard that we stopped just now. Okay. Okay, storyboarding usually be used if our video require a series of transition. So you can plan everything you need to be in your video. Okay, it's serves for the continuity of the video, because sometimes maybe the first shot and the second shot we do in the different day or different time, or maybe just there is another slot in video in between of shooting first and the second one. So the storyboard is actually like what they call the string all together. Okay, so that we have a better understanding. Storyboard can be a form of drawing, sketches, reference image, or photograph to represent each frame. Not everyone not everyone have a skill of drawing, so that this storyboard also can serve in as a form of a reference picture, whereby we can take a reference picture from the Google over the internet. Then we can mix and match and arrange our storyboard according to our reference picture. So for those who have a very good in drawing, so the flow, the process of the storyboard become much more become much more faster lah. All right. And the third point is a description of the shot. Any relevant information on the action, dialogue, or composition. Okay, this is additional information on the storyboard that we can have. We can add an additional instruction to the crew for the video, to the video crew. For example, like this shot, I want this close up or medium shot or wide shot. So we can add on the storyboard as well. Okay, so after we done all the process for pre-production, whether we already have mutual understanding and we both, between crew and the requester, both are happy with the storyboarding, then it's time for us to start our second step in the video production, which is the production itself. Okay, in this process, I would say a process or step in this step for video production, this is where we list all of our equipment. Okay, all our relevant equipment that going to be used in the shooting. And in the production also we consider also the lighting of the scene as well as the composition. Okay, the composition actually, okay, I will cover the composition method in our next slide, so maybe we can proceed with the list of equipment. Okay. This is the list of equipment that we usually use for the recording or to videotaping teaching and learning. Okay, it can be in the first thing, especially the recording device, whether it's just a compact camera, or it's a very heavy duty broadcast camera, or it can be just as our smartphone. Recently, our smartphone is very the technology over the smartphone. Sometimes it can cater up to the broadcast level. Okay, if you can look on your mobile phone, if you have your mobile phone maybe not older than 5 years old handphone, I'm quite sure that handphone can cater HD recording. HD recording is a high definition picture, whereby the picture or the pixelized is very detailed and it's acceptable for the broadcasting, so that we can use our smartphone as our shooting device. Okay, followed by microphone. Okay, in the microphone we have two types of microphone. One is a wireless, the second one is a wired microphone. Okay, depending on the situation, actually, when and where to use this type of wireless or wired microphone. Okay, but usually right nowadays I think the wireless is almost overtake the usage of the wired microphone nowadays. Okay, because using a wired microphone where the presenter or the subject of the recording can freely move around, so that it's not tied up with a wired connection. Okay, so followed by the camera stand tripod. Okay, camera stand tripod, there is a various type of camera stand tripod, because in the camera stand we do have a right now, this is a typical tripod. In the picture I show you here, this is a typical tripod whereby we can it can do all the rotating, the turning, the tilting, and raise the camera and the level up the camera. Okay, so it's a 3-axis rotation. Okay. Find the best lighting. Okay, after we have considered all the list of equipment that we're going to use, now is the time where we consider the lighting of the shooting. Okay, find your best lighting. Okay, make use of natural lighting. Okay, if in this situation, we need to consider whether the shooting is taken place in the indoor or outdoor. So if the shooting venue is an indoor, so we still can make use of natural lighting by shifting or moving our shooting area close to the window. Whether we are facing the window or close to the window will do, because you know, the source of light from the window will bounce in the room, and the closer we are to the window, then the great lighting we can the great casting light we can receive. Okay. Okay, record your video during the day and sit facing close to the window for the best lighting. Okay, that is your second point. If you don't have natural light, you can certainly use artificial light like table lamp or stand lamp. Set it close enough to your face to brighten it up. Okay, as you can see in the picture here, they use an additional ring light. Okay, now this is become famous about the ring light, because it can hook nicely on our shooting cam device, and since now this is a LED technology, where the LEDs we can control the volume of the volume light, and you know, it's very handy and it's not consume a lot of power. Whether sometimes it can be connected to the power bank, as simple as power bank connection also will do. Compared to last time, all using the the halogen bulb and all the required of the power supply to support the lighting is strong. So now this is become more handy. Okay, so this is the 3 reference time that we can shoot that we can receive the best lighting, whether it's outdoor on the cloudy day, an hour after the sunset, okay, an hour before the sunset. Okay, if you notice, I'm not mentioned any time that during the in the afternoon on the bright sunny day. Okay, the first point I mentioned the cloudy day, which is not bright sunny day, an hour after sunset or an hour before sunset, because try to avoid shooting on the bright sunny day, because you know because we are afraid that our subject will wash out, the what we call the all become very white, the overexposed. Okay, so during the cloudy day it's okay, an hour after sunset is okay, because we are casting a light that's not very strong, and an hour before sunlight also, that during that time the lighting also not casting very strong. Okay. Okay, so this is composition. Okay, the last part that we need to consider during our production. Okay, composition. Okay, in general, okay, composition is refer to how the element on the screen is appear in respect to each other and within the frame itself. Okay, expert has come with the research regarding the 3x3 grid line. Okay, can you see? This is a 3x3 grid line. It's a we do have the line over there as a reference guideline. Okay, use for this 3x3 grid line, whereby for each of the intersection line in the grid, okay, is where our eye contact the most. Okay, in a one flat screen over here, our eyes always landed somewhere at the intersection. We barely see in the center of the screen actually. Okay, on the research say sometimes our eyes most of the time landed on this intersection point. Okay, that we call the theory of rule of third. Okay, therefore we can exploit the most valuable subject or content in that area. Okay, is most advisable. All right. Beside that, composition also can refer to the camera angle. Okay, the way of we want to shoot. Okay, camera beside the rule of third, the 3x3 grid line, the camera also is a part of the composition subject. Okay, mark the specific location at which the movie camera or video camera is placed to take a shot. A scene may be used from several camera angles simultaneously. This will give a different experience and sometimes emotion. Okay, we can play by emotion to our audience just by playing the camera angle. Okay, for example, if we want to shoot our scenario in the lab, okay, before we start the shooting, we can have what they call an established shot. Maybe we can have a nice swipe of overall of the environment before we dive into the part that we want to shoot, which is maybe it's a demo, demo practical or something. Okay, this just to play with the mood for the audience. Okay, moving on. Composition. Okay. Okay, all right. Some tip on the composition during handling the camera. Okay, if you are in the educational official video shooting, please don't use vertical orientation. Okay, try your best not to use a vertical orientation. Use the horizontal instead. Okay, because the different orientation between vertical and horizontal, actually it may cause an issue during the post-production, especially in the editing part. Okay, because the vertical and horizontal actually cannot jive in together. Usually we have to crop it. If our final published in vertical, most of the horizontal frame, both left and right, will be cropped out. Say vice versa with the vertical. Okay. All right. Now, okay, this is a crucial part for the production. In the production development, which is a post-production. Okay, the post-production consists of video and audio editing and publishing. Okay, I would like to emphasize on post-production because during development of my micro video, there's a lot of editing we need to go through. Okay, sometimes by using our video and audio editing skill, we can have multiple micro video from the existing video from the larger. Remember, macro video is always a bit size of video presentation, which is we do the chunking a lot on the video, and whereby here is where the video and audio editing took place. Okay. All right. So I'll proceed with the. So we try briefly on video and editing. So by definition, video editing is a manipulation and arrangement of the video shot. Okay, Video editing is used to structure and present all video information, including film, television show, video advertising, and video essay. Okay. In short, video editing is like a glue because during the process of editing, there's a lot of chunking happen there. Whether we want to glue it back or we want to publish it as an individual video. Okay, this is meaning of the video editing. Most of us tends to consider that video editing, the post-production is only video editing, but actually I give a sample over here. There's a lot of process that we need to do in video editing process, not just only video or audio editing itself. From the sorting of the footages, assembly all the footage that we receive, where we want to where the video we want, where this unwanted video and what is a wanted video, the sound editing and the mastering. Okay, mastering usually is a publishing part. Okay, which is we glue back all the editing portion that we have done in the editing. So we glue back everything with what we always call it a rendering process. Okay. Okay, so this is we are at the end of our video production process, the first three major process. Okay, we almost done the first three major process now. Okay, this it's time to publish your work. Okay, but before we publish the work, we need to check whether the changes are done or not, all the element is taken care, the video sequence are checked, spelling error, audio leveling, because sometimes maybe we have a audio clipping, which is sometimes the volume is very high or very strong or very low. Set accordingly, and it's time to export the video and render the video footage altogether. Okay, this most probably the chunking is happening actually. Okay, at this stage, okay, the rendering usually mean the process by which different clips are combined, transition added, all the text information and the picture as well, if we are integrated our picture in our video. So this is the time where we are gluing everything back. Okay. All right. So the infographic on your right hand side saying that after we done the rendering, because we are in the context of making interactive macro video, okay, using H5P for the interactivity. So right now, H5P only support YouTube video as well as Vimeo. So that I put here as a note, I put a note here, after we rendering, we need to upload it into our YouTube channel. Okay, so we can embed. Okay, the embed now, once we upload into YouTube, we can get the embedded code over there. The embedded code is used during our development for micro video, for our development of H5P. Okay. Okay, so as I mentioned just now, congratulations. Now we are finished the first part of our three major processes in the making of interactive micro video. Okay, so in the next slide, I'm going to share how we can benefit our prerequisite knowledge in the video production, beneficial to strategize in developing micro video. Okay, so if you have any question up to now, maybe you can put in the chat, or you can unmute yourself. Okay, if you don't have a question, maybe I can ask you some. Okay, right. Huh? Okay. In the slide mentioned that end of the first major processes. Okay. Can you name me what is another two major process we still need to cover for our topic for today's session? Okay, I recap back. Okay, our three major processes. Actually, the first one is a video production. The second major process is how to strategize micro video, and the third major process is how we can add activity into our video, into our produced video by using H5P tools. Okay. So we already finished the first major process now. Okay, maybe we can proceed on the next. So we only cover the quarter way only. Okay, so we have another 3 quarters to go. All right. Video as micro learning content. Okay. Now we go to our second process, which is micro video. Okay, I'm going to share with you some of the strategy that how we can beneficial our prerequisite knowledge in video production in developing micro video. To develop micro video require us at least have some knowledge in the video editing, as I'm only mentioned just now, as there is a lot of cutting and paste editing the video to make our deliverable more condensed, our content condensed and sharp and straight to the point. Okay, recapping back on our first workshop just now by Malena and Miss Fariza. Okay, my micro learning video, or as a short micro video, we always want to make it simple, bits nugget of the deliverable. Okay, so that is where the editing of the video took place. All right, so maybe I can proceed to slide 19. Okay, maybe I can a bit. Okay, before we dive further on micro learning video or as a short micro video, so maybe I can maybe we can have a watch this video first, so that we can get a better understanding on what we are going to discuss for over next slide. Okay.
Once you've completed the pre-production work for your micro-learning video, it's time to start scripting.
My system audio.
Here are a few best practices to keep in mind. One video, one objective. Everything in your script should tie back to your main objective, especially with a very short video. Tell a story. Creating a narrative and developing characters will help you connect with your audience and frame your video. Keep traditional story structure in mind. Your video should have a clear beginning, middle, and end, and each section should relate back to your main objective. Keep it simple. Your sentences should be short and sweet. Avoid unnecessary adjectives and adverbs, and use the active tense. Not everything needs to be spoken. Think of your script as a support system for the visuals in your video. The language you choose should complement rather than compete with these images. Don't waste time. You don't need lengthy introductions or conclusions. Get to the point. The beauty of a micro-learning video is that viewers can rewind a specific section or rewatch the whole video if and when they need a refresh. Read more to learn about scripting.
Okay. So, okay, these are the type of video that we frequently use in our teaching and learning. Okay, the first one is a micro video, which we will cover in today's session. Beside that, there's a self-directed learning, describe a process. Self-directed video learning, okay? It's describe a process by which individual take on the initiatively with or without the assistance from others, okay? That's why we call it self-directed, whereby all the content in the video need to be strong and straightforward, because by accessing the video alone, so we don't want to make any misconception on the presentation, okay? In that, okay. So interactive video, okay. The second type of video that we always use in our application for teaching and learning is an interactive video, okay. In the interactive, we can add interaction, matching the learning interaction of e-learning, okay, in the e-learning process to create high impact on the learning experience. This also we will cover in our last process for today, how to make our video interactivity by using H5P. Okay, followed by live video, the slide presentation. I also mentioned you just now that by using PowerPoint slide, we can convert it as a video, okay, as a video presentation, and the screencast and the screencasting. Okay, usually screencasting we use screencasting video for the tutorial of the tutorial of the software or apps. Okay, so we can walk through one by one all the processes by recording the video in the same time. Okay, so that after the recording, we can do some editing to add more engagement on the presentation. Okay, so by saying this, once we know on how to making a video, on how to the process of video development, so we can have various type of video presentation can be applied. Okay, so that's why in the nutshell just now I said that video production process, we need, or at least we have some prerequisite on that on that processes. So what is a micro video? Okay, micro learning video or micro video as a short is optimal regarding length and meet the desirable outcomes such as knowledge transfer or call to action. Okay, you can take a single instant of time, micro moment, which is a single thought, image or idea, and string them all together to create a larger video. Okay, multiple actually it's not to from the bit size of video, it's not to compile everything in one larger video presentation. Actually is always related one each and one and another. Multiple micro video come together to form a larger macro video presentation. Okay, consider video length between 3 and 5 minutes to be micro video segment. Okay, it depends on the content. Actually, the shorter is more advisable, but try not to exceed 5 minutes, because we're going to cover why, because in the next slide. Okay, because in the cognitive load theory, okay, the research done by Dr. Richard Mayer from University of California. Okay, cognitive load is regarding the cognitive load. That's why we limit the maximum of per micro video up to only 5 minutes only. Okay, because the hold on. Because in the cognitive load, micro video for more micro video to be effective, there must be reduced in cognitive load for the learners, which is the amount of information being processed by the brain. Okay. So this is the MicroVideo best practice. Okay, this is a MicroVideo best practice whereby focus on one learning objective. I mean, one learning outcome per video. Idea or point the micro learning set and focus all your content around addressing the particular point for the most potent just in one-time learning. Okay, and the support. Okay, as mentioned in the previous workshop by Mariana, micro video cannot be standalone. It's always support on the existing classroom-based learning, either as a precursor or warm-up for the workshop. Okay, the following content semantic. So keep it short. Okay, the third point is keep it short. Create content less than 5 minutes in length to keep time, learners engaged, and to hit the average learner attention. Okay, compelling. Make it visual compelling, not distracting. Compelling, the quality of the learning content must be exceptionally high. All right. Okay, so done. Okay. These are the steps in making of good micro video. All right. As I mentioned just now, one learning outcome per video. The video content is always related back to learning outcome, and vice versa. Learning outcome is always related to the video content. Okay, we can start with the title. We can have only a text-based title, just straightforward to the title on what we are. After we done the chunking, we straight go to the title, and we project the learning outcome in the text-based also will do, and the video content only cover what's written in the learning outcome, and we can have a summary and a disclaimer. Okay, disclaimer is only as a standard practice in IMU, whereby we put a disclaimer for each of our video. That will be quick. It's only a few seconds there, this disclaimer, and we publish. Okay, now this is the connecting point on the interactive or to the interactive. Okay, once we publish as a video, which is format MP4, we need to upload to YouTube, and from the YouTube we can have the embedded code. Then we can start our H5P processes. Okay, we are about to end our first our second major process now, which is creating a micro video. Okay. Yes, this is the end of the second major process. Okay. Now we can go to the third one, which is the last processes in making interactive micro video to gain attention. Okay. Okay, in this topic for H5P, how to create an interactive video. It will cover on what is an interactive video, when to use the interactive video, and how to create interactive video using H5P tool in LMS. Okay, I will do some demo for HTML, for H5P process using our LMS, but unfortunately our LMS is not open to public. So maybe I can do the demo on screen so that we can have at least some better idea on how the LMS is all about. Okay. Okay, what is interactive video? Okay, interactive video is a digital video that support user interaction. Okay, by playing a conventional video over YouTube or from our hard drive, is a non-interaction. It's non-interaction to the user. We can only be in a non-linear from start to end. Okay, so on how to engage more on the student. So we need to add the interaction on them, so that we can put like a, you know, like clickable area like a hotspot, or maybe we can add some quizzes onto our video. All right. So when to use interactive video? Okay, do you have a video and want to enrich it with interactive content? Okay, so facilitate learning by adding in-depth information such as, okay, in the H5P, we can add picture, table, text, and link, or as well as quizzes. Then enable learners to interact during playback. Okay. H5P is very straightforward tools that can available on the Moodle, and it's free. It's totally free. That's why I'm advise you, all of you, to use a H5P tool as a interactivity to our video. Okay, so this is some information about H5P. It's a content authoring tool. It's a plugin for content authoring. Content authoring is create and share rich HTML5 interactive content for learning activities. Okay, it's also integrated with LMS, for example, Moodle, and is totally free of charge. All right. Okay, so this is a content type that we can add into our video by using H5P. Okay, for quizzes, we can have a multiple choice question with one or more correct answer. Free text question. Here, there's a list. Fill in the blank question, drag and drop question, interactive summaries, single choice question set. Okay. For additional note, okay, there is we can add a mark on the word activities, drag and drop, text, images, table, label, text, and link. Okay, we can edit all those features into our video. Okay, so this is how to create interactive video. So I will share my slide for now. Then I quickly return with my sharing my browser. Okay, so because we're going to start our exercise, our demo. I will demo how to create an interactive video using H5P. Okay. All right. So just give me some time. I need to stop sharing. Okay. Okay, I will start my hands-on demo using our LMS page. So if you do have your own Moodle page, so maybe you can follow the demo right now. Okay. First of all, okay, consider that we already have our video uploaded, our video ready, published into YouTube. So now it's time to add some interaction on the video. Okay, assuming that we already uploaded into YouTube. Okay. Okay. First of all, we always turn our editing on so that we can add some activity over here. Okay. So we always add an activity or resources. If you have a Moodle on your screen, so you can maybe you can follow us. Okay, first we click the activity or resources. Okay, there's a plug-in over here. So we always pick the black label here, interactive content. Okay, before that, I need some confirmation. Can you see my browser now?
Yes, we can.
Thank you for the feedback. Okay, so in here, the first thing we need to do is, okay, if you have a description, once we click the interactive content, H5P interactive content, there's a lot of lists over here. Okay, like crossword, there's some quizzes over here, but in our cases today, we want to add the video interactive. Okay, so we always pick the interactive video. We always click the interactive video. All right, so we click over here. So okay, as you can see, there's a it box over here. It will guide us from A to Z. Okay, this sample, this instruction actually is assists us on how to from the start, from the importing the video until we publish the video. Okay, so if you have time, so maybe you can go through all this guideline. Okay, this tool guide you through the most important features of the interactive video editor. Okay, start this tour at any time by pressing the tour button. Okay, please exit to skip the tour. Okay, but allow me to use the next button. Maybe we can share together the tips in adding the video. Okay, start by adding the video. By the video file, you can upload your file from your computer or paste the URL to the YouTube. Okay, it means that whether we want to upload our video into our course or we just want to embed it. Okay, advisable is to use the embedded code because we don't want our course to load with the gigantic video. It's not a gigantic because we are in the micro video. Okay, but at least we want to minimize and optimize as much as we can for the data transferring. So it's better we upload it into YouTube and use the embedded code. Okay. Okay, so now we next. Okay, add interaction. Add interaction is a second step. That's only a 3 simple step on how to create an interactive video. Okay, we are at the step 1. Okay, maybe we down here. The first thing, we click at the empty area here, where this is where we're going to paste our embedded code from the YouTube. Okay, so we click here. So as you can see, paste your YouTube link or other video source URL. Okay, in my case, hold on. I already have the link, so I just paste it over. Give me a minute because I think I want to show you on step by step on how to add interaction while I'm having a storyboard. So I think I need to stop my share again, and I think it's better I'm share my desktop so that we can switch at the same time, switch between storyboarding and the demo for H5P as well. Okay, I think it's better I'm sharing my my desktop. Okay, give me this hold. I stop my share first. Then I do the share again. Okay. Now it's much more better. Okay. All right. So, okay, this is the slide where we need to. Oops. Okay, maybe. Okay. So follow with the storyboard that we prepare. So by follow the storyboard, okay, we can create a micro video using our Moodle. Okay. So in the title say 4 main type of receptor video source. Okay, I'm providing here the video source. So this is a video source that we're going to embed over here. So we can paste on the e-training, then we just insert. Okay. Okay, the video will take quite some time. Okay, maybe we can now we the video is already embedded on the H5P. Now we can add the interaction. Oh, hold on, yeah. What's this one? Going back. Okay, once we add the URL video, then we go to add interaction. Okay, now the video is embedded from the YouTube. To add interaction, drag an element from the toolbar and drop it into the video. Okay, so we can use next button. Maybe there's some tip over here. Once the interaction has been added, we can drag it. Okay, so okay, maybe we can skip this part. Okay, so maybe I can bring you walk through you, show you on how to add the interaction. So, all right. Okay. Referring to the storyboard. Okay, the first thing is at the okay. This is storyboard provided earlier. Okay. In a minute, 2 seconds, we want to add the learning outcome on top of this video. Okay. Video pause, display as poster. Insert text. By end of this video, you should be able to describe 4 main type of receptor. Okay, I'm just copy this one. So we're going to follow this storyboard. Okay, okay. So we're going to add a text. Okay, it's only just a text. Okay, now we can play this video. Whether we want to use the video. Okay, we can always close this related video here. Okay, now it's okay. So it say it's at the 4 second, but in the storyboard says 2 seconds. Okay, after the 2-second video play, so maybe I just need to redo. Okay, at 2 I pause the video. Okay, then at the up here, this is all type of interaction that we can use in the, you see it's a navigation spot, the crossroad. Okay, maybe you can try yourself when during your free time to test all, but for now I'm go through using text first. Okay, so in the storyboard says video pause, display as poster. Okay, so we pause the video at the 2 second. Okay, always, okay, hold on. So display as poster. So this is the text where we want to display the learning outcome. All right, so we just place it. Oh, sorry, I need to use the keyboard strap. Okay. Okay, so this is the at the end of this video, you should be able to describe for main title. Okay, for main type of receptor. All right. So the video pause check, poster selected, and there's a one issue I need to emphasize over here. This the between the display time. Okay. I'm always practice to make the value same left and right. Okay. Because this if the value at the right is greater than the left, it take time to dissolve the text appearance. So we want the video is automatically paused, then we show the learning outcome. While we resume back the playback, I want all the text is disappear. So it's always same value. All right, so we're done. Once we're done, we can adjust our window accordingly. Then we proceed to the second storyboard. Okay, the storyboard says at the minute 7 to 8 second, video pause, display as poster. All right. What is the type of receptor found intracellularly? Okay, this is a single choice question. So this is the choice of answer. So the first one is the right one. Okay. So okay, we go back to H5P. We play the button. So it says that stop at 7 to 8. Okay. So we play the video. So we stand by at 7 seconds.
There are 4 types of receptors.
Okay, 7 seconds. I pause the video. Then I add single choice set. Okay, because this is only one. There's only one correct answer over here. Okay, so put on single choice. So the question is, okay, this is the question. We need to copy. Then we paste over at the question. All right. So we need to copy all the answer. Okay, it says alternative. First alternative is the correct one. Okay, so we go to the question and alternative. Also, this is a question. Oh, hold on. Wait, sorry. Okay, so we paste over here. Okay. If it is the case, I'm afraid that we copy and paste all the Microsoft format. So I'm always do like this. I'm open the notepad. Then I paste over here. Because in the notepad, this is a plain text. It's not copy all the formatting. All right. So okay, this method. Okay, so we can paste. Oh. Again, I need to paste over the. I need to paste over the notepad just to ensure that it's not come with the all the Microsoft formatting. Yeah. Can add another question. Add another one. Copy. Paste. Copy again. All right. And the last one. Oh, I always forgot this over here. Done here. Oh, okay. I forgot to choose a question as a poster so that it come as an icon. So it's okay. We can click and edit back. Use the pencil icon over here. Click. Then click the as a poster. Okay. So as I mentioned just now, always maintain the left and right value is the same, so that while we resume the question, while we resume the video, and all the question is dissolved, right? Okay, so we can proceed with the next question. Okay, the next storyboard saying that at the minute 1.35, video pause display as button, add image. Okay, so I have image with me, this one. Okay, what we're going to do now is we scrub the, we can scrub the video actually, or we can watch the video up to 1.35 minutes. We can pause. Okay, so we resume the video.
Ligand gated receptor, enzyme linked receptor, G protein coupled receptor, intracellular receptors. Receptors have specific site to bind to molecules, or ligand. This is called a lock and key model. In ligand-gated receptors, the cell membrane requires specific ligand-gated channels for movement of hydrophilic molecules through it. First, ligand binds to the receptor, then the receptor gate opens. For example, sodium enters the cell. In enzyme-linked receptor, tyrosine activity through of the enzyme, coupled receptor inactivation, resulting in various cellular responses. With the
pause. Okay, so we are at 1.35 as mentioned in the storyboard. So in here we want to add the image. Okay, we want to image of kinase link receptor. Okay, first of all, we need to have the Okay, this is the image. Okay, copy. So we go back to, we can click the image. Okay, we display as a poster. We pause the video, make sure left and right value is the same. So here the button on how we're going to add the image, all right? So we go to PreLRF workshop. Here is the enzyme. Okay. After we done selecting the correct images, so we can done. Again, we can resize it. All right. So maybe we can proceed with others. This is also a single choice question. All right. So this, since it's the same process as the second part, so maybe I can skip this one. So maybe we can go straight away to summary task. Okay. So then the summary task, there is a preset of summary task in the step 3. Remember, the first step is how we're going to upload or embed the video, which is we're doing it in here. This is the second step, add an interaction. So the third step, the summary task. Okay, so maybe we can proceed to summary task. Okay. So in summary task, is which are the following applies to ion gated channel receptor. Okay, so we copy. Sorry, I need to copy and paste into WordPad first. All right. So introduction type, this will be summary task. Okay. So we're going to place over here. Okay, this is the correct one. Okay, we do the same for the, we can add statement, some more. And the last one. Okay. Okay. So once we're happy, okay, make sure. Okay, we already done for the last step of for the summary task. Then we can just save and return to the course. Okay, so we already done all the, okay, while previewing, okay, I need to mention to remind you. Oh, okay. So then, yeah. Okay. So this is our our video. Okay, so we can play. Okay, this is where the okay. We can review our presentation over here. Okay, okay, as you can see, at the 2 second, the video is stopped. Okay, and the LO is coming. This is the text function, so we can play.
There are
Can you see this is a small dot over here? Okay, this is indicate where the interaction is being placed. Okay, so each time the cursor is at the small dot here, it will stop, and meaning that we need to
4
answer.
types of receptors.
All right. So this one. Oh, okay. So don't worry. Why we put in the correct answer, you say the correct answer is always at the first one, but on the during the publishing it will shuffle. So okay, so whether we want to continue or we want to retry, so I prefer continue.
Ligand gated receptor, enzyme linked receptor, G protein coupled receptor, ligand. This is called when the receptor gate opens. For example, associated with may result in activation or inactivation, resulting in various cellular responses. With the G.
Okay, so we can add as much as we want the image over here without without do some arrangement on the video, because okay, let me explain to you. Okay, H5P actually is a process on we layering on top of the video, so we not make any tweak on the original video. That's why I don't think that this is we are having an copyright issue, because we are not altering the original video. So we just put the interaction on top of the video. The original video is remain in the YouTube without untouched. Okay, so we can play.
Gene protein coupled receptor. First, the ligand binds to the receptor, which causes structural changes in the receptor and in turn transcription of DNA within a cell.
Okay, this is open summary dialog. So we click. Yes.
Ligand gated receptor, enzyme linked receptor.
So okay, this is how we add an interaction onto our video by using H5P. Okay, so maybe I can go back to our main slide. So then, okay, so by the end of this demo, so we know at least we have an idea on how to add an interaction onto our video. Okay, so this is the storyboard just now. So any question so far? Because any question regarding the H5, regarding the interaction using MicroVideo?
Hi,
So,
can I ask one question?
Sure, Dr. Jentra.
Yeah. So is there any time limit for the microlearning video? So
Come again?
is there any time limit or definition of timing should be within this time, maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 5 minutes? Is there any
Yes.
standard timeline for making?
Yes, okay, it advisable the duration for micro video is between 3 to 5 minutes, but it's depend on the content and the situation. Okay, but the most critical part is the maximum time is 5 minutes. Try to get your video not longer than 5 minutes, but the other critical part is always maintain 1 LO per video. I'm quite sure if we can maintain 1 LO per video, our video can be short. It's how we chunk our content that's the matters. So provided one LO per video, I think make it lesser than 5 minutes is not a problem. The shorter is better because the cognitive load, the cognitive load theory just now, because we don't want to load too much information on the student, so that student can have a ample time for them to digest per topic they are having. So 5 minutes actually is too much actually. So try not to exceed the 5 minutes.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
Sure, thank you, Jendra. Any other question? Okay, if not, okay, this is the poster for our micro credential e-learning essential that you mentioned earlier. So maybe you can have a look on our poster, or maybe for any inquiry, you can scan the QR code down here, so that and you can email your further inquiry on using this email. Okay, because we're going to launch the micro credential e-learning essential soon. What is a question? Thank you, Anisha.
Mr. Aswandi,
Yes.
this is Lei Cheng here. I just want to
Yes, Doctor.
confirm whether the micro credential, is it something to do with the micro learning as well?
No, it's a different thing. Micro credential is a short course that available online in a short course available online that we need to enroll. So micro video is a video strategy on how we're going to deliver the video content. Your question is it the same thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm referring,
no.
is it the same thing?
No,
No, right?
no.
Okay, okay. Right. Thank you so much.
Yes. Okay, so if there is no further question, maybe we can end this our session for today. Thank you so much for your time with me. Okay, so I hope this presentation at least can benefit us, or maybe can have some prerequisite idea on what is the video production, micro video and interactive video is all about. So thank you again to you for joining me. So if there's no further question, then maybe I can pass the floor back to Nurul. Over to you, Nurul.
Thank you, Mr. Aswandi, for conducting this very interesting session. I am sure that all the participants found it useful, as we all need to upskill and reskill ourselves in this area of digital transformation. Before we go for a lunch break, we would appreciate if you could provide us your feedback on the workshop just now. Would everybody go to the online feedback form, which can be accessed by scanning the QR code displayed on the screen, and supply us with their comments? The chat moderator, Sobri, will paste the same in the chat panel. I would also like to recommend for you to use hashtag iLRF2021 if you are sharing any posts about this festival on the social media. I also would like to remind all of you of our last workshop for today, which is on the topic of peer assessment using Moodle, which will be facilitated by our dear colleagues, Ms. Zabiba Ibrahim and Ms. Norhasliza Hashim from the IMU e-learning department. Please also remember to visit our iLRF website, and you are welcome to post your thoughts or feedback on our Padlet in our virtual lobby. I look forward to seeing you back at 2:15 for the workshop. Thank you.